Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Primo, man. On the Run Trucking TV. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, please, for your boy if you're feeling the content. I got a video here. I fuck with the TikTok a little bit. I ain't never heard of this girl here, but I came across this story here.
An American TikTok star who's been stuck in Dubai for months after getting arrested, reportedly for shouting. We're talking about Tiara Young Allen. She's from Texas. People online know her as the sassy trucker. She talks a lot about life as a woman in the trucking business. Before Hire advocacy group for people held in Dubai says Allen went there in April. She'd been posting some videos about it. And then later that month, apparently got into a car crash in a rental. There was some kind of an altercation, they say, and she was charged with yelling at a worker at the rental agency, something that could violate free speech laws, or speech laws, I should say, in the UAE. We've reached out to them for comment, but haven't heard back. The Dubai police did tell the Associated Press, I'm going to read you what you see on screen, that the individual was questioned as per legal procedures and subsequently released pending the resolution of ongoing legal proceedings between her and the car rental office. She apparently still has not been able to leave the country. Ali Arouzi is joining us now. And there's more now from the State Department today on this too, right?
That's right. Well, firstly, this group called Detained in Dubai, an organisation that offers legal work for people that have fallen foul of Emirates laws, has been advocating her case. And the CEO of the group, Rada Sterling, says that Miss Allen is being charged for shouting, which is a crime under UAE laws, and it can warrant up to 2 years in prison. I think we have a statement from Rada Sterling we can bring up on the screen. She says Tiara is desperately trying to work out how to get out of Dubai. Police have held her in the country without prosecuting her. Police are supposed to either prosecute or drop the charges after a period of 3.5 weeks. This hasn't happened. Even if Tiara is ultimately released, the expense, stress, and experience being forced to stay in Dubai with the threat of jail hanging over her head is punishment enough. And as you mentioned, Ali, the State Department also weighed in on her case today. Let's take a listen to what they had to say.
We are aware that U.S. citizen Tiara Young Allen is unable to depart Dubai, and we take seriously our commitment to assist U.S. citizens abroad and are providing all appropriate assistance. We continue to remain in regular communication with her and her family, and we'll continue to monitor her case closely, but I don't have any updates to offer.
And the family have also reached out to Senator Ted Cruz because they're from Texas, and his office has said they'll engage on this case until Miss Allen is returned home to her family.
The State Department has warned people that folks can be arrested in the UAE for things like making rude gestures, for things like swearing. It is obviously an incredibly different environment when it comes to speech, Ali, than the U.S. is.
So this is a very salient point you bring up, and it's important to note that despite Dubai's glittering image of being this very popular tourist destination with luxury hotels and malls and beaches, also very popular with social media influencers, it has very strict laws that cover morality and decency, and those laws are starkly different to the ones in the US and Europe. We can bring up on the screen a State Department advisory on local laws and special circumstances. They say individuals may be arrested, fined, and or deported for committing any of the following acts: making rude gestures, swearing, touching another person with or without their permission, or...
Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all like this, and this is just my opinion, man. Lord, I hope they don't try to cancel me, man. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all, man. This is the problem with like US right now, and this is why people look at the country the way they do, because people is fucked up over here. They rude. I'm not speaking on the young lady. I'm just speaking generally speaking. People is fucked up. Somebody cut you off on accident on the highway. You say, I'm sorry. They ready to get out the car and catch a life sentence over getting cut off. So when you factor in that they're saying that she got into a car accident, like they always leave out key details. They're not saying whether it's her fault, whether it's the other people's fault. They're not saying whether they're trying to blame her for it without even, like, they're not saying if she had insurance. They're not saying anything. So it leaves room for speculation. So that's why I'm just saying, based on what I got, it's like you got into a car accident, regardless of whose fault it is. It's a car accident. You yelling at them people ain't gonna help the situation, and that's why I'm saying that comes back to some American shit. People always feel they can just yell at you, talk to you any kind of way because there's no consequence for it. The only consequence you're gonna get is if somebody decide to do something to you because they feel like you disrespected them and that's what they feel like they have to do. Other than that, a motherfucker could call me a racial slur, disrespect me, talk about what I got on, how I look, whatever. I can't go call the police and say, hey, man, this lady called me a fat black or ugly black or whatever the fuck. They don't give a fuck. No yelling at you. They're going to tell you to walk away. And that's what she should have did. If they're in there and they're not talking nothing that you like or whatever, then you should have, okay, and then maybe you should have called the police and figured out what you should do. You in a country where you don't live, where I'm not gonna say you don't belong, but like you don't know the politics of that country. You don't know the do's and the don'ts. And that's another thing. I advise anybody, if you guys go into other countries, just look over the laws and the rules to see what you're getting yourself into. Because something so simple as, like if she would have told somebody, oh, shut the fuck up, or you're an asshole, or you're an idiot, your ass can go to jail for that over there. They want to try to keep a certain type of, they want to maintain the standard of what they have over there. Unlike the U.S. This shit, the Wild Wild West over here, you could do whatever you want over here. So you got to keep all that shit into consideration. I'm not trying to sit there and bash the girl, but it's like, you know, you going somewhere else. It's just like the Brittany Griner situation. You over there in Russia with the weed pen. Having a weed pen is illegal here. Now, unless you got the whole card shit from the what you call it and all that, but at the end of the day, having a bag of weed, grass, like weed, and then having that weed pen is two different charges. People need just like, you know, I'm not getting into all that because Lord, I don't want the people to cancel me, but I'm just saying you got to know where you're at and know what you're doing before you do it. You got to, I always say, learn the rules to the game, learn the rules so you can play the game. Ain't no way you should be off in there yelling back and forth, like tongue wrestling with these people. You're not going to win that battle. You in their rental car. How much leverage do you think you're going to have? Whether you're at fault or not, it don't matter. You yelling at them people is not going to never. If you go to any store down here in America, even if you yelling, they going to call them laws and get your ass up out of there. If you don't leave, it's a trespassing charge coming your way. Police is getting called one way or another. You can't do that shit nowhere, let alone out the damn country, man. So I don't know. Hopefully she can make it back, and hopefully she learned a valuable lesson, man. It's not worth it to sit here and argue with people. We all grown, man. If we can't disagree and talk it out, like, come on, man. We still got some growing to do, man, as a people, man. Because it's no reason for it. Just like I use the example in the car shit. If I cut you off, maybe I didn't see you. Even if I did see you and I'm just trying to get in and I'm apologizing, whatever. Just, all right, whatever, man. You didn't hurt me. You not hurt. Nobody else ain't hurt. You go your way, I go my way. All the extra shit in between ain't necessary, man. So hopefully everybody can learn a lesson from this shit, man. Just treat everybody with respect. It goes back to when we was all jits, man. Treat people how you want to be treated and the world will be a better place, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I ain't trying to go in on them, but y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation and in totality, everything. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell.